and opinions expressed by the journalists and guests are solely that of the journalists and guests and do not reflect the views, opinion, policies, or positions of Positive Lifestyle Management. Greetings, brothers and sisters, men and women all around the world. Welcome to another episode of Clearing Smoke. I'm your brother Fiji.
I'm your brother Blalen.
And tonight, man, we got a very interesting topic, and we're going to clear the smoke on this tonight. Brother Blalen,
Yes, sir.
we got this topic here tonight, man. And this topic here, as you all can see, it is night. It's early in the morning. I got on my PJs.
I'm
So
fresh out of work. So
yeah, so this is a topic, man, that we have to address. Outstanding. And peoples are saying outstanding members. What constitute a person being outstanding? That's our topic for tonight. But first, before we even get into that, we want to give a shout out. Because I don't want to miss nobody in this one here. I want to give a shout out. I don't want to miss no states. I don't want to be called out on, on nothing. I want to give a shout out on behalf of the entire PLM News Network staff. We want to give a shout out to every brother and sister across the whole United States of America and cross seas, wherever you may be, and you tuned in to PLM News. So
we thank you.
so we giving a shout out to everybody. All right. Blalen,
Yes, sir.
this past weekend,
Mm-hmm.
I have to say it was amazing to see them brothers and sisters in Atlanta and in Montgomery, Alabama. That was beautiful, man. Those brothers and sisters, man, they really exemplified the true meaning and the essence of growth and development.
Oh yeah, from what I saw in the photos and the videos, it was wonderful.
It was wonderful. It was excellent, man. And to hear the words of Mr. Johnny Crusher Jackson himself, man, those words were inspirational. So, shout out to all men and women who showed up from all over the United States, wherever you come from. Shouts out to you. But I really got to give a big shout out, though. I got to get this big shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Ohio, Wisconsin, Kentucky. They showed up. They showed up. I want to give a big shout out to them. They showed up. Ohio, Kentucky, and Wisconsin. So let's get down to this here now. Bro,
Yes, sir.
outstanding. What constitute a person being an outstanding member? Because I'm
Well,
saying that, right?
right.
Because I hear a lot of people who say that they are outstanding. So it's getting to the point now that this has to be addressed. And everybody gonna have to look at themselves after tonight now. After tonight, after we get finished with this dialogue, everyone are going to have to go to the mirror and look at themselves in the mirror and and ask yourself a real question. Am I really outstanding? Am I really outstanding? Because people are always saying they outstanding. So after this topic right here, after this dialogue, you're gonna know the answer. So, bro,
Yes, sir.
in your mind, what
Mm-hmm.
constitute a person being outstanding? First of all, what is the definition of outstanding?
That's what I'm about to actually go into first, because from my understanding or my knowledge, outstanding is something that is easily recognizable, something that is unique, extraordinary. I'm not gonna say
Remarkable,
one of a kind, but what's the word?
exceptional,
Exceptional. Yes,
excellent.
yes,
So,
extraordinary.
a person who stands out.
Yes.
Okay. So, with that understanding, we have been taught that I will strive tirelessly every day to remain an outstanding member and never abandon our struggle.
Hmm.
So that means to remain. That's the operative word, to remain.
Yeah, that means you can stop being at some point.
You can stop being. So that don't mean just because you are outstanding today that you're going to be outstanding tomorrow. All right.
Hmm.
Now let me give you all a history lesson on where outstanding come from. Inside of the Illinois Department of Corrections, from May 24th to May 24th, a whole year's calendar. That's a year. Every D-Day, we had a celebration inside the Illinois Department of Corrections. We had this celebration, and at this celebration, outstanding membership awards were passed out. It was a blue certificate with outstanding member on it, with your name and words of inspiration that comes from within the black and white at the bottom of to exemplify what an outstanding member was, what all that you had done. The West Side Community for Change has been actively involved in violent prevention. The program works with individuals who have engaged in violent behavior, providing counseling, education, jobs, and support to prevent future violence. West Side Community for Change office is located at 4152 West Cermak Road, Chicago, Illinois. 4152 West Cermak Road, Chicago, Illinois. Support West Side Community for Change. That ran from year to year. So let's just use May of 23 into May 24th. All right, May 24th, 2023 to May 24th, 2024. That's a year. That's a calendar. That's a whole year. And it's what you did within that year that constituted you being outstanding. And everybody didn't receive an outstanding membership award. It was only a few given out, which made it exceptional, which made it remarkable, which made it unique, because
So
everybody was striving to be outstanding.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
All right, that being the case,
Yes, sir.
a person couldn't deem themselves as being outstanding.
No, no, no. That comes from the leadership deemed you outstanding. They would get together and they would determine, okay, who these awards going to. They might only give out 5 awards, 6 awards. Might be a total of 10 awards for the whole institution. And you got to think you're going to have anywhere between 150 to sometimes 200 brothers there. So you're talking about, if you got 200, you're talking about 5% of that 200 is going to become outstanding.
Mm.
See what I'm saying? Think about
So
what. Uh-huh.
this leads me to another question. So that means, from my understanding, in order to be deemed outstanding, it had to be based on not just the work you were doing, but the results of the work you were doing.
Exactly.
So if you ain't
Exactly.
doing, I was say, if you ain't
Uh-huh.
doing anything for a year, you can't be deemed outstanding.
No, you just a standing member. You just on count. So you have to be working. What I hear today from it has become so cliche. This to be outstanding, bro. It meant that was an honor because you could be outstanding this year, but then come around next year, you didn't get that award. You wasn't outstanding. So now it made you want to pass the elevation you was at the year before. So you was always striving to do more and to give more and to always rise, to be above where you were the year before. Because now it's somebody else, because somebody else and came along and seen the work that you was doing that didn't get that award. They looking at your work and they trying to excel past that. So that means you got to excel past the work that you had done the year before as well. Your
So
outstanding, just because you get an outstanding membership award, don't mean that you outstanding forever. No, that's not the case.
you were outstanding for that year.
You outstanding for that year. That's it.
Okay, so let's use that scenario, right? If that's being done, then what would then happen when everybody began to strive to be outstanding, right?
Yes, yes,
So that means everybody as a collective is now working to achieve this outstanding status.
yes. And they pushing each
Would
other.
that, so that's why the black and white uses the terms acceleration,
Yes,
because through that process, the growth and development of the organization as a whole and each individual is accelerated because now
yes,
everybody's working together, playing together, thinking together to create an overall goal, and that's being outstanding.
yes.
And
Just like,
that's
okay, just say it this here. We
uh-huh,
here, me and you.
right.
I'm pushing you, you pushing me. We pushing each other. We pushing each other to be outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
It's a it's a it's I don't want to call it a competition because people start looking at competition as like somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. No, it was less like, okay, I'm gonna push you because you're gonna look at my work. And you're like, man, I got to do the work because bro doing the work. I'm looking at your work. I say, man, I got to do more because Blalen doing his work. I got to do more. I got to give my all. I got to give more.
Each individual must do their
Tirelessly.
share
Tirelessly. What do tirelessly mean?
without ceasing, non-stop.
Non-stop. You ain't getting tired. Unwavering. No faltering. You're moving constantly. So now,
So this leads me to another question real quick. Is that why in the blueprint, I want to say in the principle of loyalty, it speaks about cooperation and how two working together have the power of four, four having the power of eight, eight having the power of 16.
and 16, 32, 32, 64, and so forth
Yeah.
and so forth, right? That's that pushing and pulling together. That's that us tirelessly working together. That's that acceleration. That's us working together. That's me looking at you and saying, "Come on, Bladen, let's move." And you looking at me and saying, "Come on, Fee, let's move. We got to get better. We got to do better. We got to do more."
So wouldn't that be sharing responsibility and taking
I am
accountability?
I am willing to accept responsibility for you, and I'm willing to share responsibility with you. Yes, that's love to you. That's what love to you mean.
So if if we're both striving to be outstanding members, and I'm pushing you and you pushing me, then in our efforts of cooperation, we're actually showing love to one another.
Everyone must do their share. Everybody has a responsibility. We showing that love because we make up the organizations. Individuals come together as a collective. That's that love, bro. I am willing to accept responsibility for you, and I'm willing to share responsibility with you. That's it. Now, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That word outstanding has become cliche. It no longer has the meaning that it once had. You know why?
What?
Because everybody is saying they OSM, they outstanding member. What makes you outstanding when you're not doing anything? When you're not doing anything, what makes you outstanding? When you don't
You
have
can't be
boots on the
outstanding.
ground, when you ain't got boots on the ground, moving and pushing and pulling for the unity of everybody and the acceleration of the group as a whole, you're not outstanding. So for all you brothers and sisters that's saying that you're outstanding, take a look in the mirror and ask yourself, go look in the mirror and ask yourself, what are you doing to constitute you being outstanding? Ask yourself that question and be truthful and factual with yourself. The West Side Community for Change has been actively involved in violent prevention. The program works with individuals who have engaged in violent behavior, providing counseling, education, jobs, and support to prevent future violence. West Side Community for Change office is located at 4152 West Cermak Road, Chicago, Illinois. 4152 West Cermak Road, Chicago, Illinois. Support West Side Community for Change.
Now, this brings me to something because you said not doing anything or nothing, right?
Yeah,
That would be
it's not
standing
just
still. That's stagnation.
to stand still is to die.
So if a person that is not doing anything, not contributing anything at all to the acceleration of the collective,
He's complacent. She's complacent. He's
you wouldn't even
apathetic.
be a
And
standing
she was
member.
apathetic. You just there. You just there. You
That's
just on
dead
there.
weight.
You just there. That's it. That's it. And you got to think about it. What
Mhm.
about the ones who's causing dissension and chaos? They chaos
That's not
agent.
outstanding.
That is not outstanding.
That's counterproductive. That's the enemy of the folks.
Come on, man. So we got to think about all the things that's going on around us. Look
So
at yourselves.
that would go back to every action, behavior, and attitude vividly reflected the positive, dignified principles the organization was built upon.
Vividly. Vivid. Okay, so we're going to tell you what the word vividly means. Vividly describes something that is intensively clear, bright, or detailed. So it will vividly reflect. So that means you can see it. It's going to radiate. It's like that lighthouse, that beacon light. You can see it. It's going to guide you. It's everybody can see when you walk into a room, that radiance is shown.
That guiding light that will forever be lit inside us. So that can only happen. A person can only be outstanding in their membership if they follow the teachings and uphold all laws and policies,
That's it.
which will lead them to be able to not just adhere to the concepts and ideology of organization, but also aid and assist in all righteous endeavors.
And all righteous endeavors.
So a person that's
Hey,
not doing those things, they can't. That's not even you're not even a standing member if you're not doing those things, let alone outstanding.
if your membership is in question or not, are you living according to the teachings, the laws, and policies? Are you part of we the willing, or are you the ungrateful?
Mm.
So the ungrateful will be those that just standing there, benefiting off the grateful.
So I'm gonna say me. If I'm just on count, not doing anything, not contributing, not nothing. I'm just here. If somebody call on me then I get involved. They don't call on me, I don't get involved.
Because that means you have a lack of initiative.
Okay, so if I expect to receive rewards or whatever you want to call it, accolades as being a member, and I'm not doing any work, that will make me one part of the ungrateful, but also entitled. Because I haven't, from my understanding, I could be understanding teachers wrong. We will be rewarded for our loyalty. The black and white says recognized for our loyalty and our ability to be a part of the organized scheme of things. So if I'm not loyal to what the teachings are or the laws and policies, and I'm not being subordinate to the organized scheme of things, that will make my membership in question. I won't be able to be recognized as a member unless I'm misunderstanding.
Let's do this here though.
Mm-hmm.
We also know within our teachings that it teaches us that, okay, we understand that there are some amongst us that don't belong within our rank and file. We understand that, and they will be weeded out. You know how they get weeded out?
How?
By those who are the willing. It's going to show. It's going to show because those that's moving, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see the ones that's moving. You're going to see the ones with boots on the ground. You're going to see the ones that's really out here. You're going to see the ones that's showing up at the event. You're going to see the ones that's not keeping up the kid. They're not chaos agents. They're not agent provocateurs. They're not spreading dissension. They're not
Disrupt the
telling
organizational unity.
disrupting organizational unity. They're not doing that. They are for the betterment of everything. They're not complaining. They are doing. For every complaint, this is how I move. For every complaint that people have, it only strengthens me to do more. That's what it does. It don't weaken me. I don't get into groupthink. I don't have
What's
nobody
groupthink?
around me. Groupthink is when somebody somebody got a bad is gossiping about somebody else and putting out a false narratives about people, and then everybody start believing what this one person say. That's groupthink without them actually thinking on their own. Now you got everybody in the group thinking the same way that you thinking, and all the time your thinking is flawed. I don't get into groupthink. You can't come tell me something about people that's doing the work. You can't bring me no rumors. Don't come to me with that stuff. But groupthink is just mean a person is not using they 6 principles. They're not using their 5 P's. That's what groupthink is. Somebody say something, they take it and run with it. Now everybody's saying the same thing without no proof or facts behind it. No truth, no facts, no nothing behind it. They just going with it.
Okay.
But see, that also leads us to this here then.
Uh-huh.
The guys that's getting this ain't done nothing talking about they retired because they reached a certain age. You what?
I was about to ask a question.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm growth and development, right?
Yeah.
And I know that's a lifestyle. It's not a thing that I claim or
That's not a
I put
job.
on. Yeah.
It's not a job. You retire from a job.
Yeah, like how do you retire from a lifestyle?
How do you
If your
retire from
lifestyle is positive
yourself?
and productive. Yeah, exactly.
So if you are standing on positive and productive, how do you retire from you?
Wouldn't that mean you have to go back to being negative and counterproductive if you retire from that?
If you retire from positive and productive, that means that you're going back to negativity. So, because you got positive on one side, you got a positive and you got a negative. If you're retiring from the positive, that means you have to go back to the negative.
Mm.
But what? Here's the biggest question: the people who are saying that they are retired, they're not retiring based on their record. They're not retiring based upon something that they did. They retiring based upon an age.
But there's a pledge that started off as long as I stand proudly under the blue skies.
Yeah, die.
Yeah. Okay.
So that means you're not
That
standing
eliminates
proudly under the
retirement.
blue skies tomorrow. That, but if you retiring, that means you
Either the
eliminating
sky ain't
standing.
blue or
Yeah,
you
you
ain't
you
proud.
not you ain't proud no more. I mean, you sad. And what do sad mean? You know what I'm saying? A Sam. You a Sam. A sad ass man.
Sad ass motherfucker. Oh. Took the
But
gloves off for a minute. My bad.
yeah. But to all the men and women out here, man, that's doing the right things, man, y'all keep doing the right things and don't allow nobody to come to y'all talking about no, they outstanding. Start looking at people based upon their work. Look at their ABAs and see if they outstanding. Look and
So,
see if they are following the laws, policies, and the teachings to the utmost. Then that way you'll be able to determine if they are outstanding or not. For a person that comes along and talking about they retired, look at their work. Then you just ask them, how you retire from you? How do you retire from positive? How do you retire from productiveness? So if you retire from positive, that means you're going negative. If you retire from productive, that means you're being non-productive. So that means you're going backwards. And then
yeah.
you have those who say that they are retired, which I don't believe in, but then still want to have a voice. Man, sit down somewhere. You ain't retired.
Because if you retire for something, you no longer a part of it.
You know, man, get on. Listen,
You may be
you can't work.
recognized for your past involvement, but you are not currently a part of.
So Microsoft, you know, everybody know I always use Microsoft. For some reason, I always use Microsoft. Well, I don't know, it just comes up. If you retire from Microsoft, you're no longer part of the company.
Oh,
But if you retire and good, that's a job. So you retiring from a job. So you basically saying that growth and development is a job? That's not no job. Everything in existence has to grow and develop. If it don't grow and develop, then that means it's stagnated. It's going to die.
mm.
Change is inevitable, right?
Yep.
Growth is in the development.
Inevitable.
That means
Yep.
you going up. If you're not growing and developing, that means what you doing.
Yeah, you standing still and dying.
Okay,
Slow
so you're
death.
gonna so that means you're gonna retire from elevation.
That's
It's
dissension.
with you yourself. You ain't dissension with us. You just dissension within yourself. You fight within your
Exactly.
own self. You struggling within yourself. To you know what I'm saying? You have an identity crisis. You have a character. Your character is being questioned.
If a person is able to retire from the lifestyle that is growth and development, that would mean they no longer believe
Okay, let's
in the
let's do this
teachings.
here.
Uh-huh.
I want to do this here, bro. I don't mean to cut you off, but I need to do this
No,
here.
you good.
There are some that have been a part of the ranking five that has done excellent, magnificent work that has
Mm-hmm.
set us on the course that we own today. All right, they started the movement. All right, so for those men and women who has done that, they have that right to say, okay, it's in y'all hands. But they still gonna be there to give you guidance when you need the guidance. They not on the front line anymore. They're gonna always be recognized if they say, man, I'm gonna bail out, man. I'm out of the everyday business. If you come to me, you need some guidance, I'm gonna be there for you. They
Okay.
not gonna be
So,
waiting till they get in their 70s and almost 80 years old, man, to start coming around trying to call a shot. Man, sit down somewhere before you get knocked down. You know what I'm saying?
so would that be retiring, for lack of a better term, retiring a function as opposed to retiring your membership?
Yes.
Okay.
You didn't step back from the function. You didn't step back from whatever you was doing. But you ain't people still gonna acknowledge you, especially if you in good grace. But if you're not in good grace, I don't acknowledge you. Man, Pete, I don't, okay, you did something, you helped get us on the course, man, but beat it. Means that's like saying outstanding, like you what you did 20 or 30, 40 years ago. We still gonna look at you for that now. Okay, you did good for them, but what about now? What about the 40 years that was missing?
Mm. So with that understanding, that makes me think about something, because now it looks like people who are using the word retirement are using it as a substitute for saying I left in bad grace.
Or I quit. Just say you
Yeah.
quit. You quit. Some of you got kicked out, but you used that to try to hold face. Man, you're out of here, man. Beat it. Some of them quit. If you quit, you quit. Hey, you out. You gone. But don't wait until you see it starting to go good. And now you want to pop back up. Man, beat it, man. It's work to do. It was work to do out here 30, 40 years ago. Where you was at?
So abandoning the
If
struggle is equivalent to quitting.
you better say it because you abandoned it. You left it. You walked away from it. If you abandon somebody, you quit. You left them.
That's complete disownership, actually, looking at it.
Man, listen.
That means they gave up their membership, their recognition for whatever they did, all association, all ties, and all communication.
Because you quit. Anybody talking about you because you turned you 35, 36 years old. I'm retired. Man, who are you? I'm outstanding. What makes you outstanding? What have you done? Who recognized you? We're bringing the true essence of outstanding back, man. What it means, what it stands for.
So if a person is keeping their pledge, they uphold their promise, and they're being outstanding, that would make them part of the special group.
Yeah.
So my
That's
question
make
now
them
becomes:
that makes them outstanding if they part of that special group. They outstanding.
so is that the same special group referred to in the creed?
It's a special group. We outstanding.
Mm.
A
Mm.
power to be reckoned with is what?
That's definitely outstanding.
That's outstanding.
That's definitely outstanding.
If you got to be considered, that's outstanding. Man, people got
Yeah.
to look at you. They got to see you. It's all over.
Mm.
But we just got to be able to put it together. We trying to separate it, not seeing that a lot of these they have different words with the same meaning.
So how will we go about making that sacred again in this day and time?
Holding people's to it. I don't acknowledge nobody that's telling me they outstanding and they ain't did nothing. I don't acknowledge that. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. I'm looking at the ones that's working. So then when you ask them, what you doing? Nah,
Mm.
man, I'm just on count. All right, you're standing. You're not out. You ain't got to outwit it. You standing. That's it.
Nothing
So
stands out about your membership.
they don't nothing stand out about your membership, but besides the fact you just standing, and that don't even stand out.
Now, because
But
you
then
could be
you be
standing still.
and will try to be the first ones to benefit from all the work of those who are outstanding.
Mm.
So if this is you, you need to change that.
Let's bring outstanding back.
That's you better say it.
Yeah, let's make this thing great again.
Yeah. It ain't never stopped being great. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never stopped
I
being
like
great.
that.
We gotta
We just stop being great at
yeah.
it.
Get the people that's within the rank and files to be great. Because
Let's do it.
the concept and ideology has always been great.
Oh, that's facts. Because you know I'm originally from Alabama, right?
Right.
And I got to say this to the great state of Alabama. I love what y'all did this weekend. It was beautiful. I thank y'all for living in the vision, standing in the vision, and fulfilling the vision. Unity and discipline is a must, and y'all showing and proving that. Salute to the righteous. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out to the great state of Alabama for the work that you all have been doing. And don't ever think that you are overlooked and that you're not seen. That goes for all the states. That goes for Alaska, Oregon, Washington State, D.C., Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, South Carolina, all of
Maryland.
it. Maryland, Missouri, Kansas, Minnesota. You know, it go for all the states,
Yes,
all
sir.
of the states, Arizona, Texas, you know,
Love to
so
you all.
California, man, it goes to everybody. Illinois, yeah, Illinois, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So can't forget about Illinois or Indiana. Everybody that's out there doing the work, everybody that's got boots on the ground. And always remember, unity, unity, unity. Don't let nobody divide you. We have to remain united.
A consolidated group.
We are stronger together.
Anybody talking about division is an enemy.
It's the enemy. Bottom line, if somebody is telling you to cause dissension and you follow up on it, you and that person or those peoples are enemies.
Actually,
Bottom
it'd be
line,
agents for provocateurs.
you know, you have
They
you ain't
part of
even an agent,
COINTELPRO.
right? You have openly declared yourself as an enemy because you are trying to disrupt what you say you believe in.
Mm.
You worse than the FBI, the ATF, the DEA. You worse
It's
than
their
them.
job to do
It's their
it.
job. Their job is to do that. But if this is your life and you trying to cause division within your life, it's something wrong with you. If listen,
Boy,
bro,
that's
just
crazy.
just think about this here, bro. If a person is causing dissension and division within their own self, your own self, you're fighting against yourself. It's something wrong with you. It's something
Mm.
seriously wrong with you. All right, I see you.
Yes, sir. It says the truth of which is that their natural law of existence was being violated, thereby destroying their most basic need, freedom. Nothing can live against its own law of existence and continue to survive.
Hmm.
That ties right into what you just said.
Yeah. So how can they continuously survive
It
if you're
can't.
going against your own natural existence?
That's
You
suicide.
fight, you fight against yourself. So if you got people out here that say they love the organization, what they about, but they are out to destroy it. You fighting against your own self. You causing dissension within your own self. You causing disunity within you. So that means that you can't function well. The body can't function well because the body don't know if it's coming or going. Is it up or down? You know what I'm saying? They don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to always fight against that division, fight against the infiltrators, fight against the manipulator, fight against the agent provocateurs, fight against the enemy, your higher self and your lower self. That's what it is. They
Mm-hmm.
operate in their lower self and they trying to destroy what they say they love and it's about. That's their lower self.
That's crazy. Fighting against your own right to exist.
Your own freedom. For what? Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? What's the purpose of you doing it?
And to do that and think you doing something good or think you're doing a righteous deed is even crazier.
Why would I? Let me show you this here. I'm gonna use you, me, and you. Why would I
Mm-hmm.
fight against you if you're doing everything according to the teachings, the L's and the P's? The only way I will fight against you is because either I don't understand that or I don't love that.
Mm. If you don't understand it, that would be illiteracy, which in that cell, that's our number one enemy. So you already an enemy in that case. Or if you don't
And
love it, then that also makes you an enemy.
so that means if I don't love it, that means as though I can't even, am I really a part of it? Am I really about it?
Nope, you
Because you
can't
don't
be.
love it. If I'm trying to destroy something that I supposed to love, I'm trying to destroy it, then I don't love it.
Yeah. Mm. And that's our first principle. That's our first law.
The first universal law of existence is love. The
So if you don't
universe,
have the first one, you can't have none of them.
you can't have none of because everything's because the universe, the first principle is the one creative force of all existence, right?
Yep.
So you have to love this to even be a part of it. You can't give your life energy to something that you don't love,
Not at
and you're
all.
not and you're not gonna give you ain't gonna be loyal to something that you ain't gonna give your life energy to.
Yeah, you're not gonna get no service or cooperation to it. The
Yeah.
greater
So
good of it, none of that.
how can you get some do service and cooperation? You ain't gonna get no knowledge. If you're not
No,
giving no service or cooperation, how you gonna gain knowledge?
you can't. It's impossible.
And how can you get wisdom if you're not applying knowledge wisely? Because you don't have no knowledge.
Nope.
And you definitely ain't gonna have no understanding because that's the crowning point.
Mm.
You ain't gonna get no understanding. You're gonna have no understanding.
Which goes back to what you just said initially. If I'm going to get something I say I love, that means I don't understand it.
So therefore, because when you get to understanding, right, you starting
Hmm.
all the way back over with love. Because if you understand something, that means you love it.
And you can show your love properly.
The West Side Community for Change has been actively involved in violent prevention. The program works with individuals who have engaged in violent behavior, providing counseling, education, jobs, and support to prevent future violence. West Side Community for Change office is located at 4152 West Cermak Road, Chicago, Illinois. 4152 West Cermak Road, Chicago, Illinois. Support West Side Community for Change.
Mm. With
We
that being said, now we have a foundation of how to begin being outstanding. You got to first start with true love.
True love. You got to true love, and you got to be willing. I am willing to accept responsibility for you, and I'm willing to share responsibility with you. I will strive tirelessly every day to remain an outstanding member and never abandon our struggle. That means you got to get up every day and live it, and not even in your everyday life, you got to be able to see the blueprint in it. You got to be able to see the concept in it and use it to guide. It's your GPS system. Ain't it your GPS?
Yeah.
Because it's guiding you.
Facts.
It's giving you directions.
You know, that's written down that says we have laid out the roadmap, but many of you refuse to look ahead.
Yeah. So that means if they laid out the roadmap, what is a roadmap? What is a map? What do a map do? It guides you. It gets you to where you need to be at so you don't get lost.
It shows you where everything is.
All of this, all of this is our roadmap, bro. It's guiding us. It's taking us where we need to be.
So if you're not using the roadmap, again, you cannot be outstanding because you're not even on the right path. You ain't in the direction you're going in without a map.
Come on, man. You out on the highway, don't know where you're going. Look how
driving aimlessly.
Look how easy GPS has made us to get to somewhere.
Yeah.
It's going to tell you every turn to take, every stop, every exit, everywhere. And if you got the right,
all that.
If you got the right GPS, it's going to even tell you your mileage, how fast you're going. You better slow down. It's going to tell you potholes. It's going to tell you what cars on the side. It's going to tell you when Johnny Law is sitting off to the side somewhere. It's going to tell you everything. It's going to tell you when accidents, get off here, go this way, go that way. That's a great GPS. That's what this is. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is.
That's an outstanding GPS.
You know what I'm saying? This is GPS. This is GPS. Same thing as the same thing as this. You know what I'm saying? This is GPS right here. GPS. You know, GPS, man. It's taking us places.
Absolutely.
So
this year we bringing outstanding back.
Yeah, it's back. It's back.
Yes, sir.
Outstanding is back. We are outstanding. So anybody that y'all see out here that's calling themselves outstanding and they not living up to the principles, the universal laws of existence and the principles of what outstanding is about, man, call them on it. Call them on it.
Ain't no false claiming.
Man, we ain't finna be.
You got to be the real thing.
Bunch of lazy nobodies, man. It ain't on nothing. Get on somewhere.
But it's just standing on business. If you outstanding, stand on business.
Boy, cause this is emotion, right? This movement is going.
Ain't no doubt.
And it's
all
legitimate.
Yes,
so
sir.
We don't care about your agent provocateurs because it's foolproof. We don't care about your manipulators and your infiltrators. This is foolproof.
Yeah, they only lying to themselves.
Yeah. So just to be aware is to be alive. So my brother,
sir. Talk to me.
Close out.
Yeah, I don't mind. I want to thank everybody for tuning in I want to say plenty much love. Continue the righteous works. Don't let anybody stop you, take you off your course, or mislead you. A lot of people out here don't truly understand who we are and what we are. It's on us to understand who we are and what we are so we can teach them. And when they see it and they understand, then you know you're doing the work. With that, I say plenty much love and peace.
Much love, my brother. Much love. I want to thank you, Blalen, for always showing up, man. You always ready for. You always say, I'm here for it," and you always here for it, my brother. Even at this time of night, man. It's 2:30 in the morning where you at. It's 1:20. It's 1:23 where I'm at. 2:23 where you at. I want to thank all you men and women for always tuning in and supporting PLM News. Keep supporting us, and we're gonna keep bringing y'all the real. We're gonna keep the truth and facts right in your face. Outstanding. We are bringing outstanding back. Outstanding is what we are. If you know that you are outstanding, then you stand on it. But go look in the mirror and see for yourself if you are outstanding based upon all of the information that was given to you tonight. I don't care about nobody telling me, you can't tell me I'm outstanding, but judge them off the information, judge them off their ABA. And with that, I'm going to close out, bring my brother back up in here, so that way we can all, what I'm saying, get on up out of here for the night, man, and go enjoy the rest of our day, the rest of our night, relax or whatever, So thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace.